everyone, Mama Jane here. Welcome to my introduction to comic books video. So I didn't start reading comics until I was 19, and unfortunately for me, I didn't know anyone else who did read comics. So most of what I learnt was through trial and error. So I decided I would put together a video about things that I wish I had have known when I started off. The most important thing to think about is, what do you like? Do you like superheroes? Do you like horror? Do you like supernatural? Do you like fantasy? Do you just like stories about people? No matter what you like, there will be a comic that fits that. You just have to find it. Something that's really hard to know when you're first starting is, what do you buy? Do you buy the little ones? Do you buy the big ones? Do you buy the bigger ones? Do you buy the really big ones? I mean, how do you know where to start? There are so many. The answer is you buy all of them, depending on the series. Oh, I bent it. Oh no. This is a single issue. They usually come out monthly for ongoing series and contains a small portion of the story. This is a trade. They usually contain 4 to 6 single issues and contain one full story arc. This is an omnibus. They can contain up to about 50 issues and has several complete story arcs in it. Oh, I bent the corner. That was silly. So where do I start? Well, you want to start at the beginning, but not always at number 1. Let's say you want to read Superman, for example. You don't have to go all the way back to Action Comics number 1 if you want to pick up the story. What you need to do is find a recent reboot or beginning of the series and grab the first trade. If you can't get your hands on the first trade, you could start with trade 2, trade 3, trade 4. Each end of a trade is usually the end of a story arc, so the next trade will be the beginning of a new one. While you will miss out on some of the story, usually they're fairly easy to pick up. Just a word of advice, I would avoid doing this with a mystery series, especially anything that involves time travel, or you will get lost. The next question is, paper or digital? The question you have to ask yourself here is, where's your nearest comic book store and do you like collecting things? I love collecting things. And this dinosaur's from Tom Tongue, and this dinosaur's from my friend Frankie. You'll never take me alive, Batgirl. Oh, yes, I will. And for some reason, he's Jonah Hex. And this dinosaur's from Andrew Fitzgerald. And this dinosaur's from Darren Close. I can't believe I just filmed myself doing that. This dinosaur's from Maddie Taylor. I got this Charizard in Japan. And this is Lugia. I don't remember who drew these dinosaurs. This dinosaur's from Craig Brunn. And this dinosaur's from Chris McQuinlan. And this is Pikachu with Ash's hat on. And this is a giant mudkip I also got in Japan. I love paper comics. But if you don't have the space, if you're far away from your nearest comic book store, then digital may be the way to go for you. I will occasionally buy a digital comic if I want to just try one issue before I go and commit to buying the trade, or they're great to load up if you're going on a plane trip or a long train ride to have some on your iPad that you can read, but that choice is entirely up to you. New school or old school? Something that's really important to remember is that comic books age with the time, so the issues that were tackled back in the 70s are not really going to be as relevant as they are now. And like I was saying before, you don't have to start all the way at the beginning of a character, especially one that's been around since the 30s or 40s, to understand the story. And some of the things in the older ones are what we would call a tad unsavory nowadays. With the Batman disposed of, no one can take you away from me, my precious Ruby. Ha! The Batman. If he had known who I am, ha ha! Suddenly the Oriental begins peeling off the skin of his hands, revealing the white flesh underneath. With these yellow skin gloves off and this makeup wash, what the hell? When most people talk about comics, they talk about Marvel and they talk about DC. While these are the big two and do dominate most of the market, there is actually a lot more out there than just them. Image produces some fantastic titles. Most of my pull list is actually Image comics. You've also got things like Dark Horse, like Oni Press, like Boom, that are also producing some really quality stuff at the moment. A lot of people aren't aware just how good some local comics are. You have these amazing series coming from these amazing creators that not enough people are reading because they're just not aware they exist. Don't be afraid to jump on the bandwagon. If you like the new superhero movies that are out, go read Captain America. Go pick up a copy of The Avengers. If you like Suicide Squad, go read Suicide Squad. These things are popular for a reason, and go and enjoy them. And ignore anyone who tells you you can't. Never be afraid to try something new. Every time I go to the comic book store, I try and buy a series that I haven't read before. If I've never heard of it, or someone's recommended it to me, or I've read a little bit about it, you're not going to like everything you pick. There are going to be lots of hits and misses, but that's part of the fun. You find a lot of great series that you wouldn't expect you'd enjoy just by randomly picking up issues. There's no wrong answer. No, there is a wrong answer. Crossed is the wrong answer. Don't buy Crossed. It's crap. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my introduction to comics. If you've got any questions, feel free to comment down below and let me know. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.